Hey y'all, we got a different little setup at this very second. Let me get back to my little office. Okay, now we're in my office. All right, y'all. So, hello everybody. Hello, it's Sunday. I'm tired. I'm trying to get all this stuff ready. But so I got this new lip gloss yesterday. Hey!
Hi.
Okay, y'all. Okay, so let's get right into it because y'all know Instagram be tripping and be trying to cut me off early. So, leaving California to attend a new NYU. I can't speak, y'all. NYU. At the age of 17. Vita seemed to have a pretty standard life planned. Through her obstacles that she's went through, she now is sharing creative expressions. I can't speak, y'all. I'm sorry. Online, allowing her to connect with other Southern producers, vocalists, and rappers. Who's now in LA. So, welcome to the Vibe Out Zone, Vita.
Hi, dude. I'm so happy that technical issues retrograde and we worked it out. So
yes. Y'all don't know, but we were struggling about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I was trying to give us more light. It was me.
Yeah, you look beautiful. I like those earrings. Are they plastic or like what is that?
Okay, so listen, I got these. Cool. They're like, yeah, they are plastic, but they glow.
They're it's so. I love like the plastic aesthetic hoop thing. So like 60s vibes, you know, like super.
This is when I'm trying to get ratchet. I wear these.
I love that. And they glow in the dark.
They like have like a tint, like they have like that glowish tint.
Oh, I see it like a kind of like that, like the holographic nail.
Yes.
Vibe, like on I love that. That's like an aesthetic I love.
Yes, it is great. So first and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm good. You know, like I said, there was some crazy stuff that happened today, so that is why I'm taking the interview from the car. But we would be in my art studio otherwise, and we'll have to talk again so I can show you the studio. Yes,
we definitely will have to do that, and we can set that up to where we don't have technical difficulties if we're all in the right places. So first and foremost, we're gonna do like a quick little warm up. So basically what it is it's little questions, little kiddish questions, but it helps kind of release any nerves that we may be having. Why is this on my okay? So sorry.
I love your energy. It's so fun. I like how your mind works. Like,
oh, thank you. It's everywhere, honestly. I feel like my mind is everywhere.
I truly understand that.
Yeah, so I'm like everywhere all the time. So basically just a few little questions. You have only 5 seconds to answer them though.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay. Like so what is your favorite thing to eat?
Salmon, raw salmon.
Oh, man, that sounds good. What's your favorite season?
Summer.
Okay, favorite subject?
Ooh, oh my god, no, my favorite subject, wait, I love, oh my gosh, why am I want to say art, I want to say like...
You can say art, you can say whatever comes to your mind.
I like to talk about bats, it's not my favorite subject, but I know a lot of bat facts, like the flying animals, so that's a favorite subject I have.
Okay,
one of the many, not like the favorite.
Okay, favorite artwork that is not by yourself?
I love anything by Jim Dine, underrated painter.
Okay, favorite pet?
Pet? Favorite, like, animal? I had a hamster named Pockets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Favorite genre? That's kind of tight.
Utopian pop.
Okay. Your favorite artist?
Vernell Day.
Okay. Your favorite color?
Green.
Okay. And then your spirit. Who is your spirit animal?
Dang.
Or what would be your spirit animal?
I feel like an animal that I think like I feel represented in, I guess, is definitely would be a bat.
You said a bat?
Yeah.
That's kind of tight. I've never heard that answer before.
Well, yeah, because like they like, you know, they use echolocation, but they're chaotic, but they still fly. So it's, you know, it's a beautiful thing. I definitely feel like represented by them in some way. Yeah.
Okay, that's tight.
I put myself in them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's tight. Everyone always says like lions, tigers, and bears. What is your favorite song to listen to right now?
Man, I forget who it's by, but a friend of mine, he just puts together these great playlists, and he put me onto this one song called Sunshine. I forget what it is, but I'll send you afterwards a link. Okay, cool. Yes, please. I'm always up for new music. I don't know what my bun's doing up here, but we're just gonna leave it.
Your favorite emotion?
Passion. Is passion an emotion? Passionate?
Yes, we can say passion's an emotion.
Okay.
And then what is your favorite artwork or song of your own?
Of my own, I really love my song Mulholland Drive. I think that is a really special song to me.
Okay.
And I listened to it,
cool.
I'm like, damn, I can't believe I made this. I love this song.
She's like, oh, this is great. I did this. Like, that was me.
Yeah, because it's like I made it like a while, like this time last year it came out. So when I hear it, I'm like, wow, it's like a whole new experience, I guess, to hear.
Yeah, that's good. So if you are comfortable with speaking about your upbringing, you don't have to go into any details if you don't want to, but just the upbringing of what your environment was growing up, that kind of allowed you to be the artist that you are now.
Okay, no, I like that. Well, my parents fell in love in Miami when they were in high school. My grandma's from Israel on my dad's side, and my dad grew up really like feeling the kind of like very Miami vibe, you know, bright colors, oranges in the house always, like really like orange, like the color, like big neons and stuff like that. And wait, you can hear how passionate. Oh, anyway, so like, but yeah, no. So it's just super like just like literally in our household, just like a lot of art, a lot of colors, stuff like that. I obviously grew up in LA. In a lot of like my younger years, my parents broke up, and then I was between Santa Barbara and LA, like back and forth. And it was, I mean, like we had a lot of, you know, like ups and downs, I think, at that time. But I think like I'm really, especially in adulthood, I feel like I was really blessed in a lot of ways to have. I mean, I definitely had some crazy experiences. I think like in some ways I talked to other people and I'm like, wow, I had some experiences that were very different than a lot of people's. But I think relatively, I'm really lucky and grateful for how I grew up, able to pursue, like, I think it's like, I say this a lot, but like I think the construct of the American dream is like so bullshit and so that, but I think it's a really special thing that like now this generation in, I'm able to pursue art. I think that's a blessing.
She's lovely.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. I like that answer. And yes, someone did mention that you can tell how passionate you are about talking, and that is very nice to hear, very refreshing. So would you say that your upbringing then hindered you as being an artist, or would you say it more benefited you as when you were becoming an artist?
I mean, definitely. I think it's like so interesting because had you asked me like 2 years ago, I think I would have like a really different answer, right? But I think right now I feel very, I mean, it frames you to be the person you are, you know? Any hardship does, you know, any like cool thing that happens does. With every blessing that I, you know, had in my life, there was a lot of hard times. But I feel like it, you know, I feel like it's so corny, but it helped me become the person I am. But it did, you know, it really did. Like it helped me frame the work. And it took a long time to like get especially my family who wants to, you know, me not to be an artist at the time, like a couple years ago. And now they're like really impressed. So I kind of won that battle. And then, you know, just living life. It's just interesting because I guess I have a lot of gratitude right now. But had you asked me 2 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, man, I went through this and that, and it was so hard and meh. But a different place, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely time can very much shape you to having different perspectives. Even you can go within 6 months and you might have a different perspective of how one situation may have been. So
yeah, absolutely.
I definitely agree with that, because there's some times where I'll think back on stuff and I'm like, damn, like this really, like this was shitty. I'm upset. But then now I think about it and I'm like, you know what if that wouldn't have happened to me? How would I now be? Would I be compassionate? Would I be sympathetic to people? Or would I be like rude and not have the same mindset because I didn't live through that?
Yeah, or like would you struggle with like empathy for certain things because you had never been down,
had to worry about it.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Mm-hmm. I get it. And like I said, it's like, if I feel like had you asked us 2 years ago, we might have had a different answer. Maybe a year from now, but right now I feel really like, I guess, grateful and content. Yeah.
Good. So what made you decide to attend NYU?
I got a small scholarship, which, well, I like, my grades weren't that good, and I pressured myself into it, and eventually dropped out, and then transferred to a different school. But I want to go to NYU because it was like a flex. Okay. I got sold into that branding of like NYU is this like, oh yeah, you got to go there. So I went, and it was a really special experience, though. It was, but it was definitely like a different type of experience than I think I would have expected, you know?
Okay. Okay.
New York is a cold place.
I was about to say New York is really cold, dog. It
Like,
be
literally.
snowing there. Like, I'm not a fan of snow, so me and the North will never mix, ever.
I feel like it broke my spirit a little bit to be out there because, like, you already have all the issues of, like, youth and figuring out your life and existential whatever, right? On top of, like, NYU is so difficult to attend. Things are so, like, you have to, you know, obviously, like, have jobs and make things happen. And then on top of it, snowing, it's like, oh my gosh. But when I go to New York now, though, when I visit, I'm like, wow, this is really special and beautiful. But, like, that winter, bro, is something else. I will say that.
I personally couldn't. I probably never will. So
you might have fun though, like you'd be surprised. For like a day it's fun, but then you have to like live there.
Yeah, I wanna go to get the experience of New York. I was supposed to go multiple times with like me and my friend. Like we were supposed to go for like a weekend, and we were gonna go like I think we were gonna stay in Queens because the Airbnb we were looking was nice, but then we couldn't go. And then when we were gonna go, it was winter, and I was like, I'm not going to New York because it's snowing. Like, I'm not walking in no winter. I ain't wearing all these. No, I don't. I'm from the South. I don't even like when it gets like under a certain amount of degrees.
No, definitely. It also gets cold in the South, though. I was surprised about that because it's like you don't hear that, right? They don't tell you that, I guess. But it is cold, also.
Yeah, freezing. It's freezing.
So cold. So cold.
Yes, I couldn't. But so how long were you in New York?
Probably like 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're from Cali and then you went to New York. So how was that cultural difference? Because I know that like LA is like its own. I visited once. Yes, I visited once. We were gonna go twice. But when I went the first time, it was such a different. The culture was so different than even like being from Georgia. Like it was such a difference. It's like its own little world. So how did that, like what was that transition like?
To be honest, it was like socially it wasn't super different, which is interesting, but I feel like it was a lot of similar. In some ways it was almost like, besides the fact that like, right, you take the subway, which is different, it's colder, which is different, it was like in a lot of ways kind of comfortable, right? Because like it wasn't a culture shock, you know what I mean? Like it just wasn't like, and then when I moved to the South, that was a culture shock. I mean, that was so different than anything I'd ever experienced, right? So I think New York was like, it was a shift in the right direction, I think, but I think I knew that it wasn't gonna be the place for me, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Just because it's like I loved it, but it was like the similar vibes actually to like the shows I would go to in high school in LA were the same vibes of the shows I was kind of going to over there. Like it was just interesting. It just felt like it kind of like hopped into a different city, but like same realm of like similar experiences, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
And but I love New York though. I do love New York. I feel like I'm saying some shit right now, and I think I couldn't live there permanently, but I love New York and I love the people I met there.
He's like, I love it, just wasn't for me to stay, but I love it.
I know, I'm like, no, but I do. I love New York. I love New York. I feel like somebody's gonna like come in after that and be like, okay, so it's cold. Well, fine, you don't have to come back. But no,
but it's cold, right? So don't come back. So,
I love New York.
Was there any really cool like places that you visited in New York that kind of gave you inspiration for your artwork?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Like MoMA PS1. That is like a beautiful. Like it used to be a school, and then they made it into this kind of like really cool museum. Really special place. I mean, everything you do, when you walk around and you like breathe in the creativity in New York, like it just like fuels your soul literally. Like it's electric. It's an electric city for art. It really is. So I don't know. I felt really inspired.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it was also that's when like I feel like the thing that kind of started the whole like beehead aesthetic though, right? Like talking about like mental health stuff was like in New York. That's when I started really experiencing that stuff, and so it was around that time that like I kind of was going through a lot mentally, which has now inspired my work now, but at the time was very difficult.
At the time you didn't kind of know how to differentiate it. So you said that we've talked that you were diagnosed with schizophrenia, but what event caused you to leave NYU for good?
Dang, I think what caused me to leave NYU for good, I think, to be honest, I think we get sold this idea of like grades, right? Like I feel like if I ever had a bad grade in school or whatever, right? Like it would be a big deal. So I felt like when I went to NYU, I got like a C, which is not a big deal in college. I now realize, right? But at the time I was like, I'm fucking
this
up.
is not good
What
enough.
am I gonna do?
No.
I didn't feel good enough. I think it was a lot of insecurity. Plus, at the time, like we discussed in secret, we'll save it for another interview. I had like another opportunity, you know, in other places, so I left.
It was like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I had a cool opportunity at the time to like pursue some financial things and took it, I guess.
Okay, that's fair.
And then went to the South and then transferred and got a really great scholarship also to a school, which was cool.
Okay, so when you left the country, where did you go? We're not gonna go into it, but where did you go?
I spent some time in India, and I also went to Israel as well during that time.
Oh, so how is India? How is India going from here, the United States, over to India?
I think it's really special, you know. I think that it's like, I feel like I've said this like a lot of times in the past, but I feel that like with anything outside of myself, you know, it's like a flower, like a beautiful flower. You walk by it on the street, you don't want to like pick the flower because it'll die, you know what I mean? So you just kind of like appreciate for what it is, you know. It wasn't like I was over there having like an eat, pray, life, like love, gross situation. I was just like really, you know, I felt like I had a cool time really kind of like seeing and connecting to like a lot of really cool people at that time.
Okay.
You know,
okay, cool.
it was definitely different though. I mean, it was like if New York took a bunch of stimulants. That's what some of the cities
like
are like.
New York was on shrooms.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's super fun though. It's a lot of energy and super creative too, and like very like just like the art and everything. It's like a really beautiful culture, and it was fun. It was fun to be there, for sure. Like, at the time, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so you do music, but you do art as well. So what would you say is what you more focus on? Would you say that it would be your art? Would you say it would be your music? Or would you say it's kind of both?
I think I spend more time making visual art, you know? But I think I really love pouring myself into like the collaboration that it is to make a song. You know what I mean? Because it's like art, it's like I'm painting by myself, right? So I'm just like in the room painting, you know, whatever. So when it's then like, you know, a song, I have this moment to basically like collab with an artist outside of myself, which is like so creative and so beautiful. So I feel like I spend probably more time with music stuff, getting the song ready, putting it out, getting sure it's mixed right? But I'm also spending, especially right now with the VOZ project, I'm spending a lot more time doing visual curating as well. Because I also too, like, I miss performing. That was so special. So like the closest I can do is put together an art exhibit, right? So
yeah, because COVID.
Yeah.
And do a lot because of COVID. So what kind of art do you like to create? Like, what would you say is more your go-tos? Do you like to more paint? Do you like to more use like, what's that thing called? Like, I can't think right now. Like digital art. Like, so do you use an iPad and then you create off of that?
So I mean,
thank you, graphic design.
Graphic design pays the bills. I will say that. So it's my go-to in that capacity. But my passion is definitely painting, you know. But actually, recently I like decided to make this like little like character, like this little like kind of looked like an anime cat thing, and I sewed it together for my like partner and I's anniversary, right? So it was cute, and I was like, I really like fiber, so I feel like I'm in my fiber period right now, in the sense that I'm like making fuzzy stuff, and like I don't want to give too much away because the show's gonna be crazy, but I already shared one thing, which is like that big creature that I like built basically out of cardboard and then made it like a whole character with a face. So I've been like really just diving deep into like I think the coolest thing right now, since it is COVID, is like I would want to walk around in a really cool and interesting creative place and like snap some photos and like feel beautiful and take some photos. So that's kind of what I'm curating right now, and it's really fun because it's like everything. I feel like I'm just like vomiting all my emotional creativity stuff onto like whatever project it is. So it's like if it's fuzzy fiber, boom. If it's like painting, I can do that. If it's music, you know, it feels all like the same art in a way, if that makes sense.
Okay. And then did you start off with music or did you start off with art and painting?
I was always an artist, but I think I started my creative career with music for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So were you like in choir when you were in middle school, high school?
I didn't start. It's so funny because my first live performance ever was about to be 3 years ago as of the 11th. So that's kind of cool.
Okay. That is cool.
Yeah. So I'm pretty new to making music. I feel like it just went kind of quickly because I had done poetry and stuff for years, you know, performed. But then with singing, it really started because I did hooks for some rappers in the South, like, you know, shout out Passion. And then I was able to kind of just like pursue other like music stuff as well. So, but it was random. It was almost uncomfortable to start making music because it was like what I always wanted, but it's so scary to just like throw yourself in there. You know what I mean?
Just throw yourself into it. Definitely. So what kind of music genre, like who are your inspirations, regarding music?
Dang, I have like a lot of inspirations all over the board here, you know what I mean? But I think one of the biggest ones is, I mean, of course, like all of the like modern artists of like SZA and all of the like, you know, R&B artists of this time, of course, are like huge inspiration. I also love Animal Collective and like kind of like the indie like 2011 to like 15 era of music. I think is like really magical. Like also like of course like MGMT, all of those. But I also really love like Currency and that whole like world of like what used to be like the underground of rap, like the early SoundCloud type vibe. You know, like I love that as well. All over the place. But I think definitely like some of my biggest creative inspirations right now, I probably spend the most time listening to music that I already love, or if I'm not listening to my own or friends. And a lot of that right now, as of late, has been like Cousin Stiz, which I just used to listen to back in the day. So
okay.
Yeah.
And then what was your inspiration for art?
Dang. So it's so weird, but like, I mean, how many artists can you name right now? Like visual artists?
Probably none, honestly.
How many music artists can you name?
I can name a lot of music artists, but that's only because I love music.
I do too, and I also love art, but I think like the whole thing of like artists and pop culture is kind of like less like central. I feel like now artists are starting to become the rock stars and stuff, but in terms of like artists that inspired me to do music, it was like people I knew that I like saw in the community or whatever that I was growing up in. It was like, oh wow, they're doing art.
Fair.
That's so cool. You know, but it wasn't as like easy as like you would flip through a magazine and see like a famous artist. Like now we're kind of, I think like by the time, give it like 2 years, and artists will be like the rock stars and I will be like up there, you know, being there. But I think that's kind of a new thing. Like that didn't really happen since we haven't seen anything like that since what's that dude's name with the pop art guy? Like
I know what you're talking about.
Like,
I do. See, but my brain today is not working.
Oh my God, like what kind of artist am I? But like, yes. But I feel like we're starting to see that again, though. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I know that now TikTok is a thing. Everyone is on TikTok. So do you get any inspirations, or have you been able to kind of like get in relation with any other artists from TikTok, or do you kind of just you even have it? I know everyone's on TikTok.
No, yeah, I do. So basically, I feel like I was investing so much time in TikTok. I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. Like, I'm gonna get TikTok down. I'm gonna be the thing of TikTok. And then I couldn't do it. I was like putting my content up. I was making new content. I was like, what is going on? So I ended up making this video recently where I literally had like a bathing suit bottom and like wore it as a shirt and was like, fashion tips no one wanted. And I walked away. I posted on TikTok because I was like, and I was like, you know, it is what it is. And then like to my surprise, a week later I look, it has like 300,000 views. I'm like, what is going on? So like I really like TikTok. I don't understand. I appreciate TikTok though, and I think it's also so fun because it shows like such a kind of like an unfiltered, realistic version of like who we are on the daily, you know, versus like curated in so many ways, you know.
Yes, I wasn't gonna, like, when I first started, I was like, I'm not getting on a TikTok train. I don't care for it. But then I did get on it, and I'm glad I did for many reasons. Like you said, it allows you to see how people really are. Like, it's kind of, but there's a lot of people that, there's like a singer on there that like has, like, she remixes or she'll do a verse on certain songs. Or I've seen like some people doing like this spin art that they've been doing, like this spin art.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, everyone has TikTok. So it's like very nice to see the difference of cultures and different ways that people express themselves. Because I don't even like, I don't do makeup. I can't wear makeup. I'm not good at it. But I enjoy watching others do it because I'm like, how the hell did you do all this?
It's so great. It's beautiful. It's also too, it's like, I like how makeup's like now kind of becoming a thing where like, I used to watch makeup videos and being like, these makeup tips I'll never use. But now it's kind of like, oh, I'm watching somebody do their art. Like, I'm a painter.
Yes, like you're watching someone do their art.
So creative. So I really love the whole, and also the movement that like makeup is now more like genderless and makeup's more like, kind of, it doesn't have to do with like accentuating your beauty more than like kind of adding something in, you know, it's kind of less about like the standards that have been set and more about like the creative process, which I think is really special.
Definitely. I definitely can agree with that. So do you, I know we kind of already spoken on the fact of like you do art, like you do paintings and then you're a singer.
Yeah.
Would you more say that you are just yourself like would you just refer to yourself as just an artist? Or would you say that you're like more of a singer or more of a painter? Do you have a preference of what you go by?
Oh man, that's a good one. I feel like like externally, I would say I'm a singer first. Like I'm a singer, absolutely. But I think inside, like if I had to choose and somebody like held a gun to my head and was like, look, you have to choose one, okay? And there's no discussion. I think I would choose painting. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. But like if it was a question though of like you can either have your voice or like have your hands and you have to lose one, that's like a whole, I don't know what I would choose because I like love to like paint and stuff, but I also love to talk shit, make poems, sing. So I don't know what I would choose in that. What would you choose?
I don't know. I think whatever solely is what you would be okay with if you had to do it for the rest of your life is what I would choose.
Would you choose your personal voice or would you rather have like your hands and the ability to like create things? That means you can't text at that time. You know what I mean?
I think if I had to choose, I would definitely be a voice person. Only because I feel like my voice is my art, if that makes sense. No, like absolutely. I do interviews, I do my podcast. I don't sing as much as I I don't sing as much as I used to, but growing up, that's what I did. I sung all the time. So I feel like, and I love to talk with people. So I feel like mine would be that only for the sole purpose that I feel like my voice is my art because I use it for so many different reasons and ways to connect with people and also to outpour myself.
Now I'm like regretting my decision. I'm like, actually, I want voice too. Like I want.
I mean, it's right. Whatever yours is. I mean, yours was a good answer too. You said you're a singer first, and if you had to pick one, that's what it would. You know, if you had to pick one or the other, that's what you would choose. Only because that's soulfully how you feel. Mine.
It is.
I don't have like a certain like singing or drawing. Like I did a painting with my friend. We got like to the clouds. And at first it was really nice. It was a nice painting. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not an artist in this perspective. But her painting, when we started it, it was like she had a circle for like the sun. And then it was like peach colors as like the background. When I left, it was like different colors of, it was like peach and gray. And so it looked like sand and mountains. And it was beautiful. And I was like, I could never do that myself, but she did, so it was cool. I think it's loading. Oh, I can't see her. Where'd it go? Just a little buffer, y'all. We just gonna do a little dance while we wait. I don't know where she went. She left. What happened? I'm gonna try to get her again, y'all. Don't worry. I promise. We're gonna get her back. Okay, let me see. Hello.
Oh my god, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're good. I promise. I was just sitting here doing my little shimmy. I was waiting.
I'm back. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I know you're in the car, so you're good.
I know there was some crazy stuff that happened. We'll save it for the next interview. But yeah,
I'm telling you, yes, we're gonna save it. So let's see. So you've held Vita Wood events in the past. Yeah. And are you having another one this year for your birthday because of COVID?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is basically like I deeply wish I could throw a show. I've been seeing it happen, and I'm not gonna do it because it's just. Oh hey, I don't know who this is, but hi in the comments. But no, I wish I could. I really wish. I wish I could throw a show. I wish I could have thrown a Halloween party. I have like this awesome space that I'm gonna make a venue one time. But for right now, it's too risky. So I'm gonna basically what I'm doing is at my last event, I basically had a bunch of installations set up that you would like walk through to get to the stage. So this time I'm doing something similar, but it's just visual art in the terms of like there's not gonna be a performance. So you're gonna walk through. And I'm doing time slots, so it's like 5 people at a time all throughout the day. They can come, walk through the experience, like take pics. We can chop it up a little bit. There's some experiential things, like there's some things to touch. And I give everybody gloves and a mask. I give everybody gloves. Sorry, wait.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can still see you. You're good.
Okay. My bad. I like cut out again. But yeah, so anyways, you walk through the experience, boom, and then, oh my gosh, when's Vita Wood? What's up, Bruno? But yeah, so it's gonna be like a whole situation that's gonna be beautiful and wonderful. I'm gonna have some like performance elements that are like pre-recorded. Okay. But in terms of like a Vita Wood, like a real Vita Wood, like last time, I wish, but just I can't do it this year.
So what is a Vita Wood?
Oh man, so it kind of started by accident because on my birthday last year I had a show. That was my first like solo show, and then my friend was like, called it Vita Wood, and then it just kind of like blew up into like a whole thing. Then now it's like this thing, okay. Vita Wood. But the last one was like I feel like the first official. So that was in February 20th, and basically it was an event that was an immersive art event. I think we had over like 300 people come, which is crazy.
Oh wow,
and
that's
a bunch of different like it was awesome. A showcase. I performed, like a bunch of like my amazing like talented friends performed, and basically what it was I think that it's like one of the first things like ever to kind of join like music in terms of like local LA music, people from LA, and then like add an immersive visual art element that like is part of the performance. So it's basically like performance art mixed with the music showcase, mixed with an installation you can touch. So that's kind of what it was. And it was awesome. It was a great night. I can't believe
that sounds really tight.
It off. Yeah.
That sounds really good. So what are your plans for Vita Wood in the future? Hopefully post-COVID, hopefully this goes away sometime soon.
Dang, I'd like to, before COVID ends, I'd like to throw a drive-through event, I guess, right?
Like, that would be tight. Like a drive-through concert?
Yeah, kind of, but like a car wash, but it's Vita Wood.
Oh, that would be really fucking cool.
Yeah, so that's like one thing right now that I'm working on. And then the other thing that and that's definitely gonna happen. And then hopefully the world goes back to somewhat of a normal. We can do shows again, and at that point I would do more immersive events with live performances.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what made you want to do music professionally? What was like, hey, I want to be a professional singer, like I want to do this for my life?
I think it's the way that like I said, I did poetry for a long time, and I also painted, right? But I think when you hear a song, you resonate with the words on a deeper level because it's so intimate. It's like right in your ear, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that in itself is so unique and special to like communicate with, like, you know, just to communicate your heart and put it out there, and people really resonate it with lyrics. I think is one of the biggest things. And like my voice, I think that's really special. And I think I to be honest, I will monetize like anything. I'm a business focused person, you know. I like to, like, you know, make money and do all that. But when it comes to music, I am okay if, like, right now this is where I am at. Whoa.
Okay, ain't nobody sending no kisses. I'm sorry. That's just weird.
That is weird.
I will block you, y'all. This is not, we ain't sending no kisses, no smooches, feet pictures, none of that.
I can't do that.
No. I will. Who is this? Fifi.
My Venmo is at Vitakari. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, no, we're not giving you a kiss. Listen, Fifi, I will block you, homie. Like, I will block you out of this live. We're not sending no kisses, no nothing. If you comment one more time, you get blocked. So go about it wisely. That's just weird. We don't do weirdo stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Ew.
It's hard. It's hard.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's just weird. Like, talking about please answer me. Like, no, please get out of this live. You ain't had to.
I love your reaction. It's like the best thing ever.
And this is honestly, like, no lie, this is honestly how I would react in person. Like, this is a real reaction. That's just weird. That's gross.
Weird. So
like,
weird.
And it's a little girl. Like, what the hell is that? Like, I'm for real. Like, this picture says it's a girl.
Oh,
see,
who's Marty? I like Marty's response. See, that's a cool response and comment. I like that, and I appreciate you, and that means a lot to me. Thank you.
See, there we go. Thank you. Those are the comments that are appreciated, sir.
Yes. But yeah.
You see that in comment because I knew they was gonna get blocked. Because I'm dead serious. It would have been a straight block.
Yeah, it would have been.
What
yeah.
is wrong with people?
I feel like, to be honest, when I'm with somebody and we're like, and that happens to somebody else, I'm like go into attack mode. But when it's myself, I'm just like, ew.
That was me. I do that with everybody. Like, even if someone does that to someone I'm with at that moment, I'm like, but back off. Like, ew.
No, of course. If I'm with somebody IRL, I go, and like in even like in the DM, I mean anything. But for some reason, when it's myself, I find that I like don't advocate for myself as much. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like a lot of people, but
I laugh when it's me. I just be like, okay, I'm good. No.
Yeah. It's like,
but when it's my friends, I'm like, hey, yo, don't do that. Like,
sometimes, okay, so once in a while, I'll get like a dick pic from like a random on the internet. Like, it'll be in my like request, and I'm like, what are they wondering that I'm gonna say? Are they gonna be like, what do they think I'm gonna respond? Like, I love this. Thank you so much. Like, what's up? Where are you? Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Oh wait, DM that. Hi, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. SG Rilla. The best ever. The best ever. Anyway, my point is though, what are they expecting the response to be? Like, yeah, let me blow you a kiss. Thank you for the dick pic. It never happens. Know.
People are weird. I feel like people that stay on the internet all day and don't have nothing to do, like, they just be like, I'm gonna send this and let's see if I get a response. You gonna get a block.
Yeah.
It's gonna say seen, and then you gonna see where it says you can no longer reach this person. That's what it's gonna say.
Right? It's weird. I feel like there should be some type of, we should unionize as people that receive like uncomfortable messages and put people like screenshot it and put it in a database, and maybe like it'll add up and somebody can do a documentary on it on Netflix. You know what I mean?
There has been a time where I was getting pictures for no reason, and I even said, like, I dead ass said, if you keep saying these to me, I'm gonna send them to your girlfriend. And then I didn't get any more for like maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I got another one. I was like, at this point, you're blocked because you're just disrespectful. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. It does nothing for me.
No, yeah, absolutely. So unsolicited, you know? It's like a cat call on the street, at least I can walk away. A DM, I have to like deal with it, kind of. I have to choose to delete it. I have to choose to block the person. It's like they follow you on the internet. You have to, it's different. Like, at least a cat call, I have the option to be like, ooh, well, that was weird. Or, I mean, not even that was weird. That's a normal part, sadly, of the world, you know? Cool thing about COVID, though, I get cat called way less because I'm in the house more.
Yeah, I was about to say, see, there you go. Oh, maybe one good thing about COVID. So what inspires you the most? Like, do you like to go to different cities and see their art in their like a downtown area? Do you like to go to certain, like, in the what's those things called, in the what's the thing called?
What is it? What kind of thing is it?
Like when there's something that's in a corner, it's in the cut.
Like a,
there's a word for a shop, and there's like, I don't know, but just in little in the corner places. Or do you like to get on like YouTube and you'll get inspiration there? Like, how do you find your inspiration, whether it be your art or your music?
I feel like it's life experiences. Like I mean, like, today was a weird day. I'm not going into detail, but it was weird, and it just gave me a reminder, like, life just switches so quickly, and like, what's more inspiring than your reaction to that? You know what I mean? I think right now, I think my partner gives me a lot of inspiration, to be honest, because like, I'm in love, you know. That was more to inspire you, you know. But other things that give me inspiration, I think just experiences, you know. I think experiences are special. I think experiences are special, though. Yeah, like adventures, you know, doing quirky things. I stole with said partner, who's in the comments. I feel like I'm being like a nerd, being like, but we stole a boat recently in the Venice canals. We hijacked a boat. It was like a small boat. It was like a kayak, and it was in like a closed canal, so we had to like leave it there. But we did, and that is super inspiring, you know.
It's really tight. She's like, hey, we're about to steal this boat. You just steal a boat.
Borrow, because it was just like out. I think that they locked the boat so that they don't want people to like borrow. So we really borrowed it for like an hour.
She said I gave it back. Like, I don't have it now.
And also too, like, I feel like it was kind of broken. No one really I don't think anybody wanted it. I wouldn't have stolen a whole boat, you know, of somebody that was like locked up, and like maybe if it had like painted on the side like a name, like, okay, no, I wouldn't. But it was like plastic and confusing, and I was like, no one's worried about this. And it was fun, but that kind of stuff inspires me.
I think spontaneous stuff like that is exciting because it's stuff you'll always remember. What are your favorite tools to use for your visuals, or even for your music? What would you say your favorite tools are?
Well, I for some reason I heard visuals, so I thought like music videos, but I do
that
love,
works. That's
I
a
love
visual,
music
so it
videos.
works.
That is like the combination of it all, because I love singing, I love music, I love the art of making a song, I like getting into people's heads, I love a catchy song, you know, I love making a catchy song, and then I get to combine like my visual art, you know, into the music video. I mean, it is literally my favorite thing is to make a music video, and I've been really lucky to like work with awesome people, like, you know, just on the videos I've been doing. And like for 2 videos ago, I like drew out a storyboard, and I worked with my friend Yuki on it, and he flew out from ATL actually, and like, so it's
Hey, Atlanta.
special.
I'm a fan of anyone, Georgia.
I have a lot of close friends in Georgia, in I guess close to, well, in Atlanta, I guess. Also like Decatur. That's like a
Decatur's like kind of like more southern, more northern of Atlanta.
Okay, well, I love all that area, and I feel like the reason I was able to do music was very much because of the South kind of giving me like the space to try to be creative. So I have a lot of love and admiration for Georgia. So I would just like to know that.
I love Georgia.
Yeah,
it's my hometown. I love Georgia.
But yeah, so music videos though. Music videos are so fun because it's like everything you ever want to do. Like, I love visual art. I love to, you know, make the music, and in my mind when I make the song, I'm already thinking of the visual. You know what I mean?
I love music videos because it brings your song to life.
It literally does. It's
like it brings a song to life.
Absolutely. And we're in a time right now where like the visual is so important, because like it takes a lot for me to click on a song to listen to it. Usually I have to know the artist or whatever, so the visual really helps kind of like, what is this artist about, you know?
Yeah. I can agree with that.
In the space too, in the VOZ space, like when it's not going to be utilized for these shows, like something that I will be doing is like renting it out to people I want to shoot a video there, like helping in any way, or converting like the set to what they need or whatever. So like a lot of cool collabs, and I just really love the art of video. I do.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Come tell us.
So what are your favorite song, or your favorite songs, your favorite sounds to use while singing or while creating a song?
Dang, I love man, that is so interesting. So I've been, a while ago I was like listening to some of my grandma's music, like and I was thinking about that recently because I think it's like really inspiring to hear the music that like she has showed me, because it's so different. So that's been a big inspiration recently.
No, Sean, I asked if you should. I was listening.
Hi.
I was asking if you shut the door.
Yeah. Can you close the door, bro?
Sorry, I was trying to get my boyfriend's attention to close the door. Don't throw my little thing at me.
Oh, cute.
It's my little abdominal snowman.
Wait, I love this.
Thank you.
Have you seen the thing I made recently? This like big animal thing?
No, but is it like this?
I'll show you. It looks like that, but like green, kind of. And more like
this is great. I was Boo yesterday for my costume for Halloween.
So cute.
And this was my little monster I took with me.
I love that.
Yes, I won this at Dave & Buster's. It was great.
Dave & Buster's is so fun.
But it was, and I was, listen, it was my girls' trip, and I was really drunk. And I had won this out the crane, and I was like, oh, no way!
Dude, that's so crazy. Whoever wins those things? I've never
Right. And look how little it is. Like, it was stuck this way.
Cute.
And I just came out, and I was like, I love it. It's my little friend now.
So special. But yeah, oh yeah, I see in the comments. It does. It looks like that. I'll send you a picture, because it looks just like that. You'd like it.
I want to see it. That's great.
The green monster in Vita Wood. Yeah.
Yes. I want to see.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeti vibes. I think Yetis are cool. I don't really know too much about them, but I think I conjured.
I think the cute Yetis are cool if they're like.
Oh.
I'm not gonna even entertain this right now, but the Yetis like this are cute. The other Yetis that are ugly Yetis, I don't like them.
I don't really know a lot of ugly Yetis, but I could see why they'd be scary.
Like, because they're considered like, I don't know. I've seen ugly Yetis, so hey to everyone in the comments. But have you ever went through a writer's block or creative block?
Yeah, I went through one like a couple weeks ago, or maybe like a month ago, but it finally ended.
How did you get through that?
Damn, I just had to wait it out.
I can see that.
Sometimes you have to just wait it out. I know that's like the lamest answer, but like
no, but I feel like it's a genuine answer.
Yeah.
Because when there was a time where when I first started my podcast, I was like, yeah, I had all these ideas. I had it like written down in my little notebook. And then it got to a point where I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I have these ideas and I know what I genuinely would love to talk about, but I don't know if this is what I need to talk about, or am I going to talk about it and it makes sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, to where it's like, I'm giving y'all a part, I'm releasing a part of myself to y'all so that, you know, hopefully it can help someone else along the line. But does this even make any sense? Like, is this really going to be, you know, can I record it how I want to record it? Because a lot of the time when I record my stuff,
I hear your stuff.
I will send you a link.
No,
but
you
a
better.
lot of the time, yes, I love it. I want to release another episode. I recorded it. I just haven't really tweaked it yet to kind of record, like, to release it.
Hear your music.
I don't have any music. I don't sing anymore. Like,
you should do it. You have a singer personality.
No, I just.
Takes one to know one.
I know, but it's like I used to sing a lot when I was younger. Like, I loved singing. I was in talent shows. I was in choir my whole life. Like, loved singing. But then when you're, no one tells you about the part where you transition, like your voice transitions and you go from like a certain, like I was a soprano and now I'm more like an alto. And I was just like, I don't like this. I
hear it. I respect it, but I disagree and I want to hear you.
Like, I disagree with it.
I am supportive, but no. Make some music.
Well,
just low key, rip a beat off YouTube, sing over it, and just send it to me.
So here's the thing. I told my boyfriend I would do a feature with him. So whenever he releases that song, I will definitely make sure I give it to you so that you can hear me in the background. Yeah. Like, here's my little music. There you go.
Okay, I'm holding you to it. I'm gonna be like annoying and be like, "Hey, how's that song going?"
Hey, how's that song going? Haven't seen you release it yet. So you good?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
See, the blessing with that is it's on his time. So I will let you know when it's
Oh my gosh, well, send me his and I'll be pressuring him too.
Yes, I will send you his stuff. He has some really good stuff. I will send you his stuff.
I'm excited. I want to check it out.
He has good stuff. Not because I'm biased, but I believe it.
Well, I feel like you have a good, like, obviously you have a good music taste because you're talking to me. No, I'm just kidding. But just in general, right? So you have to, like, you can't date somebody that you don't like the music they make. It just doesn't work. So, but yes. You know, I'm sure that
yes,
you have to.
Yes, that's his stuff right there. Look, we just gonna get him in here. You ain't gonna respond, baby? Come on now, come on. We're all tagging you right now. Look, I'm tagging you right now. Just go ahead and just say hey. So
hi.
Him. That's terrible.
I know. Like, it's supposed to be an interview, and I'm like peer pressuring you. Hi. I'm excited to hear your music, bro.
He has good music.
I'm excited for this feature. I'll be peer pressuring both of you.
He said this isn't about you.
That's so sweet. That is so, like, the right thing to say in a moment like this, but you know what? I'll still be putting the pressure on because I'm excited.
He's so funny. Yeah. But yes, definitely we'll let you know. But back to you, because we're talking about you. This, like, got all off. This is all about you right now. So
you are now.
Yes, this is my little back interview right here, my co-partner. If you were not a did you say guys? Guys.
You know, like disguise.
Like guys. What does that mean? I didn't say anything. I didn't know what that meant, so I just kind of was like, okay, maybe it's like a.
So the way he talked, he's probably like, "Thank you, guys."
Right.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
I love that.
So if you were not a creative, what would you be? What do you think you would be doing?
I'd be a teacher. I'd work in middle school.
A teacher.
Probably be an art teacher in middle school.
That's tight. I like that.
Yeah.
My art teachers were always mean.
No, I would be like a Miss Frizzle of art. You know Miss Frizzle?
Yes, Miss Frizzle with the magic school bus.
I think I would be that for, like, art creatively.
That would be really tight. You think about using that in a visual.
Right? I could be like a teacher and then, like, get everybody to have fun, but there's some, like, edgy elements here, you know.
You could have, like, your friends that are other artists, you could have them being, like, in your classroom and you guys could kind of bounce off each other.
You're the Miss Frizzle of the music game?
Is that your boyfriend in there?
That's my partner, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. You'll never tell me I'm the Miss Frizzle of anything.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
I'm just playing. Let me stop, because he always is like
I want to be hearing the Miss Frizzle compliments.
Like he actually very much so is very supportive of anything I do. So I can't really put him out there.
No, I'm just
yes,
kidding.
he is Miss Frizzle
I
supportive.
feel so bad. He's just like in the background and we're just like roasting him.
That's why he in the comments right now talking about something always
right. Oh my gosh, Miss Frizzle school bus. Because that's not what it sounds like. That is so funny. Wait, we should hang out. Come to LA.
Yes. Listen, if I ever come, I'm definitely going to hit you up. Because I feel like you would give me a great time.
Wait, where do you live right now?
I live in Texas.
Where?
Killeen. So close to Austin.
Okay.
So if you ever come to Texas,
I was in South by Southwest. I did some stuff for that a while back. So if that ever happens again, when it happens, I'll see you. And if you guys should come.
Yes, see, we were gonna hit South by Southwest this year, but then COVID happened, so that's fine.
So low-key, they waitlisted me this year, right? And I was like, oh, they waitlisted me. I felt very like, oh man. So luckily, like, you know, I guess it came out because I said it, but yes, I got waitlisted at South by Southwest this year. I didn't get 100% in. So I'm like, oh, cool. Like there's no pressure's off because it's canceled.
Yes, but that's exciting. I definitely want to come out to LA, see your Vita Wood in action, but also like, I feel like we would have a very good time.
I feel like we would be
friends. Yes, I'm excited. That'd be cool.
This like FYI for everybody watching right now, this is the first interaction we've like really ever had.
Yes, I don't ever talk to anyone until we do our interviews.
That's so fun though. I like that. You know,
I do too, because it's really cool to be able to see other artists and learn about them from a like completely unbiased way. Like, you don't know me, I don't know you, so you're genuinely just telling me who you are. I'm getting to know you genuinely as the artist that you are. So that's really cool. But
100%.
Yes, that's very exciting. So do you said that you're doing something for your birthday. Where do you see Vita Wood or even yourself as an artist in the next 2 years?
2 years? Well, I'll skip forward a little bit. I feel like when I'm around 40, right, I'm gonna be like in a really cool like creative magazine thread, wearing like a colorful pantsuit and like with my legs crossed, and it's like an interior design music experience thing. So I think for sure it's the long term, and I think it starts with Vita Wood for real.
Okay.
But I think in the next 2 years, if you know, I will always adapt. Like, this is one thing I do like really. Something I like about myself or love about myself, I guess, is that I really can adapt, right? Because like when COVID hit, I learned how to make filters, and I was making filters, and I'm learning AR like seriously. So it's like, I think even if the world like doesn't quite get to the place where we can have shows, I'll be creating AR experiences. It's like I'm gonna be creating probably a production studio under Vita Wood. So there's lots and lots ahead. It's like kind of crazy because it's like, you know, obviously getting the space is such a huge step in the right direction. So I think it's going somewhere great. Even if I can't clearly like see it right now, I'm like chiseling away at the final product of what it is. This is the beginning.
Okay, she said, I'm just scratching the surface. Do you have any suggestions for those that are just now starting to do creative content that are either becoming singers, songwriters, you know, poetry, even just writers in general, or any artists that are out there?
Man, specifically music, biggest thing I can say, put it out. It's never going to feel finished. Your song is never going to feel done. Put it out. Because putting your music out there is, what's up, Palm? But putting your music out there is the thing. I kept seeing people I know like come in, and I didn't say anything, so I'd like to acknowledge. Also, shout out SG, I saw you in here, and also Palm right now. So I feel awkward that I didn't say anything because like socially, live is weird. But yeah, put the music out. Biggest thing I have to say, because the biggest thing I hear from artists like that are like so talented is like, I don't, you know, I like that.
Thank you.
Too. I love
it. I got it at a thrift store.
So cute.
Thank you. It was $2.
Put out the music.
It's gonna come eventually.
And it'll never feel finished. And not just. I mean, like literally anybody that makes music, biggest thing to say. And then also too, creatively, just share your work. People are gonna hate on you in the beginning, like absolutely. And the second you start doing good, you're gonna get calls from people in middle school being like, hey man, it's so it's worth it. Just keep going. Okay. Everybody wants to tell you to stop because like I think it's just socially it's a different avenue to explore in your life. But I think if you're trying to make it your career, at least just do it unapologetically, keep going, and like it'll happen. Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. I love the vibe that you give off and how genuine you are about, not even just about your own music, but music itself, that you just love and appreciate it in all aspects. I love that. So thank you.
It's like painting.
That.
It's like so special, you know? It's just another version of that.
Yes, definitely. Well,
intimate, you know?
I don't want Instagram to cut us off and us not have enough time. So a big thank you to you. Thank you for letting us interview. I know that we had some trouble in the beginning. I know that it okay, hey, you can DM me, please do. Please do.
I did a vlog about the Vita Wood space. So like I said, I wish I was there right now so I could give you a tour, but maybe we'll do it another time. But
yes, definitely. Yeah. And that's fine. We're gonna have to do another interview because we're gonna dive into you more. And that's fine. If you just joined, we're gonna have more interviews. Me and her already
recorded too.
Yes, so we'll do real ones. And if I ever have a chance to come to LA, we should definitely do a live one.
When you come, and we can do it in the space, and it'll be fun. And we can like use professional lighting and feel like
yes, we could do that. Yeah, so we can definitely chop that up as well. But thank you, all of y'all. Check out her YouTube channel, all of her streaming platforms. Her birthday's on the 11th, so make sure that y'all shout her out on her birthday. She said following. That's my friend Allie. I love Allie.
So wholesome.
I love her. Okay, she's great. I love Allie. I'm an Allie fan.
Oh my god, Allie.
Yes, she's great, and you guys would get along great. Y'all have y'all have sound exactly the same. Like y'all would get along great.
I love it.
Yes, so much fun. So, y'all make sure y'all check out her website, all of her platforms, all of her social medias, and we will see y'all next time on the Vibe Out Zone.
Bye. Thank you for having me, bro. Bye.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.